Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve LeetCode 1010 problem. Pair of songs with total duration divisible by 60. We are given a list of songs. Okay, so where each song has duration time of 5 seconds. So for this we need to return number of pair of songs whose total duration in seconds divisible by 60. So for given in let's understand the problem from the given input. So for this particular input, okay, so we have three pairs. Their sum is divisible by 60. So those three pairs are these two. So index 0 and index 2 sum is 180. So it is divisible by 60. In similar way, index 1 and index 3, the two songs total is 120 seconds. It is divisible by 60. In similar way, for index 1 and index 4, sum is 60. It is also divisible by 60. So let's understand the problem and yeah, let's understand the different approaches to solve the problem. Okay, we have multiple approaches to solve this problem. So naive approach is using two for loops, two nested loops. So where outer loop represent index I, inner loop represent index j. Okay, so if sum of that index I and index j divisible by 60, we will consider that pair. So if it is divisible, sum is divisible by 60, we will increment the result by 1. Okay, so finally we will return the result. Time complexity for this particular naive approach is order of n square. Okay, so here we are not discussing this particular naive approach, as it is not the optimal solution for this particular problem. So let's move into the optimal solution for this particular problem. Okay, so optimal problem, before discussing that optimal solution, yeah, let's understand the intuition. So if two songs sum of reminders with 60 is divisible by 60, the total sum also divisible by 60. And suppose if we take here for 150, what is the remainder? 30. So to make it sum divisible by 60, we need a list of songs for which remainder is 30 from previous list. So for this particular 150, we can pair this 150 with this 30 because this has 30 remainder. 60 minus 30, we required remainder is 30. So this is the um, index we can pair. Similarly, if we take this particular item, so remainder for this 40 is 40. Okay, to make it sum divisible by 60, we need other elements for which remainder is 60 minus 40, 20. So here we have item with a remainder 20. So while calculating this, so while iterating, we will keep track of remainders in this particular hash map. So for further elements, for next elements, we will use this hash map for calculation. So these are the formulas for remainder for the required values. So this is the here we keep track of results. Let's dry run this particular problem or this particular input. So very first, actually for index 0 remainder is 30 and required value when we submit a remainder in this particular expression, this is also 30. So now in a hash map, is there any value with this particular 30? No. So result remains same for this particular item. So at end of this item, actually we will keep this remainder 30 into hash map. So here remainder 30, count is 1, I updated. So before going to next element, let me clear this. Okay, so now let's move to the next item. So next item is 20. So for this remainder is 20 and required value is 40. So is there any entry in the hash map with this particular 40? No item. So result remains same for this item as well. So at end of this particular item, so at end of this process, this song, we will keep a remainder, this remainder 20 in the hash map. Okay, so let's move to the next item. Before going to next item, let me clear this. So for this song, what is the remainder? Remainder is 30. Okay, so required value, what is the required value? Required value also 30. So is there any entry in the hash map with this 30? Yes, we have one entry. So this is the count or value. So we will increment result by this much. So 0 plus 1, it should be 1. So before going to next item, we need to update the hash map. So we have this 30, right? So already we have a key 30, so we will increment or we will make it 2. So let me clear this before going to next item. So let's go to next item. Now what is the remainder? Remainder is 40, required value is 20. Okay, so with this 20, is there any item in the hash map? Yes, we have one item. So we will increment result by this one. So 1 plus 1 result would be 2. Similar way, let's move to the yeah. Before moving to next item, let's update remainder with 1. Okay, so let's move to the next item. So here for this also remainder 40 and required value is 20. So I'm not changing this. Okay, so with this 20, is there any item in hash map? Yes, we have one item. So we will increment result by 2 plus this one. Result would be 3. Okay, so finally we will update the 40 with the 2. We will increment this 40 entry by 1. So finally we will return this result. So time complexity wise, actually we iterated the input array only once. So time complexity is order of 1. So coming to space complexity, okay, so max, we are keeping track of remainders. So irrespective of length of input array, we will get max 60 keys or 59 key, yeah, 60 keys. So we will so time complexity will be constant space 60. So we can say um, order of n sorry constant or order of 1 space complexity, order of n time complexity. Let's code this particular problem. Okay, let me adjust screen. So we have int result 0 initially. We need to declare hash map. Okay, we need to iterate the input array. So I will say it is song, and this is the array. So first of all, remainder equal to song mod 60. So required value equal to 60 minus remainder modulus 60. Okay, so duration after for each item we will increment the result hm dot get required. Okay, so at end of each song we need to update the hash map. So we are putting remainder. Finally we need to return the return result. So let me run this particular problem. Yeah. Sample test cases passed. Let me submit this. Yeah, it's accepted. Yeah, thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.